Have you ever pondered why people have different moral judgments? This is a question that philosophers have been grappling with for centuries. It leads us to the intriguing concepts of objectivity and subjectivity. Objectivity refers to the belief that moral truths exist independently of our perceptions or feelings. It's the idea that there are universal moral standards that apply to everyone, everywhere, irrespective of personal beliefs or cultural norms. On the other hand, subjectivity suggests that moral truths are dependent on individual perspectives and cultural contexts. It's the notion that moral judgments are personal and can vary widely from person to person and culture to culture. When we apply these concepts to moral judgments, we start to understand why there can be such a vast array of opinions on what is right and wrong, good and bad. As we dive deeper, keep in mind that these concepts are not as black and white as they may seem. Imagine a world where everyone agrees on what is morally right and wrong. This is the essence of objectivity in moral judgments. The belief that moral truths exist, clear and unchanging, like a mountain peak standing tall amidst shifting clouds of individual perspectives. To proponents of this viewpoint, morality isn't a matter of personal opinion or cultural norms. Instead, it's grounded in certain fundamental truths that are as real and tangible as the physical world around us. Just as 2 + 2 will always equal 4, regardless of personal beliefs or cultural interpretations, these philosophers argue that moral truths hold steadfast, independent of our individual perspectives. However, this raises a pressing question. If moral truths are indeed objective, why then do we see such significant variation in what people believe to be right or wrong? This brings us to the crux of the issue. But if moral truths are objective, why do people have such differing opinions? Now, picture a world where morality is a personal matter, differing from person to person. Welcome to the realm of subjectivity and moral judgments. This philosophical standpoint suggests that our moral judgments are deeply rooted in our individual perspectives and experiences. Imagine two individuals, each with their own unique set of moral beliefs, shaped by their personal histories, cultures, and environments. The beauty of subjectivity lies in its recognition of our individuality, our unique worldviews, and the rich tapestry of human experience. Yet it raises tough questions too. If morality is subjective, then can any action be universally condemned or celebrated? Are there no moral truths, only personal interpretations? Can we then judge others for their moral choices if those choices are shaped by their unique experiences and circumstances? However, if morality is subjective, how can society function without universal standards? Let's delve deeper into this conundrum in our next scene. So, is morality a matter of personal perspective or universal truths? We've traversed the terrain of this philosophical conundrum, exploring both the objective and subjective facets of moral judgments. On one hand, we delved into the objective realm, a world where moral judgments are based on universal truths, independent of personal feelings or opinions. This viewpoint sees morality as a constant, unchanging, and applicable to all, irrespective of culture or individual belief. Conversely, we ventured into the subjective sphere, where morality is perceived as a construct of personal perspective and societal norms. Here, moral judgments are fluid, evolving with changing societal values and individual experiences. Yet, as we've seen, neither perspective exists in isolation. They intertwine and interact in a complex dance of ethical considerations, both personal and universal. Perhaps the real question isn't which viewpoint is correct, but rather, how do we navigate a world filled with such moral complexity?